Good morning, guys. It's a little dark in here, less exposed. I just made myself a cup of coffee. My hair's a mess. I literally just woke up not too long ago. Ah, that's good coffee. Anyways, good morning. Today I am gonna be installing these crossbars on my roof. So we're gonna head out to the truck right now. Actually, I think I need my keys just in case, because I don't know if I need to unlock the car. I don't have a ladder here. I don't know if I have access to a ladder, but we're gonna figure that out. All right, so first what I'm gonna do is unlock. It's kind of hard to stand up here without a ladder. I'm just gonna unlock these latches. There we go. Oh, my alarm's going off. It's 9 o'clock. And then now I gotta loosen these bolts, and when I loosen these bolts, this gives me access to kind of like open up the latch that's underneath the crossbar just a tiny bit, so that way it can squeeze through. So it doesn't fit perfectly well. That just means that I need to loosen the bottoms that are holding this bar together inside this locking hatch. Yeah, righty tighty, lefty loosey. There we go. Now I need to go to the other side and check if that's secured. Okay, so yeah, that side is secured. All I need to do now is just retighten these bolts on that side, and then we're good to go. Currently, right now, I am retightening the top bolt that holds the actual crossbar onto the roof rails right here. And you kind of want to go at it slowly because there is a clip on the bottom, and if you're doing it too quickly, it's going to lock on very unevenly, and then this thing is not going to be as stable. So what I'm doing is just holding the bottom end with one hand and tightening with the other slowly, so it kind of locks on perfectly even. Plus, you don't want to break your car. Shit, hold on, this is uneven again. This is what I mean, like you gotta just find those like micro like adjustments to the crossbar and make sure that everything is kind of like in place. I have about a whole hand length in between the front end of the crossbar and over here, so now I can continue locking. Watch me break my roof rails. I mean, this is by Toyota, so I assume they gotta make this shit like pretty durable and not cheap out on parts, huh? I mean, this in general is kind of cheap. Okay, all right. Now what I can do is lock this up. I can peel the sticker off because I don't need that sticker. All right, now that's pretty much it. Now I just gotta lock the other side and tighten the other side. But we're pretty much done. Grab these tools. Oh my God, I almost just slipped off right off my car. Okay, onto the other side. Okay, so I tightened this side already. So now this side, I'm just looking from the bottom end. It is uneven. It doesn't hold on very well. So what I'm gonna do is, now I gotta loosen these guys again. Honestly, like I gotta like make this install really quick. We have a plan today. We're going back up to the Snoqualmie Pass area, and Amelia and I are gonna try and work our way down this 1.5 mile hike that takes you to Franklin Falls, which I hear is pretty cool. There we go. Now I'm debating whether or not I should lock this first or this. Probably just kind of tighten this up a little bit. That way I know it's in place. Okay, now I can tighten these guys up. You know, I thought to myself, oh, it'll be easier to loosen these crossbar hatches or the bolts from underneath when it's already on the rails of the truck. And then I'm like, oh wait, now I'm rethinking that idea, and now it's kind of a horrible one because I can't really see where the Allen key kind of fits in. So I'm doing my best to kind of like, there we go, just to double check that both of them are tight enough. Just remember, guys, when you're tightening it, you don't want to tighten it too tight, but you know, to the point where you think is most secure, like what I just did. It's pretty much secured. Same with these bolts. Like I said, you don't want to over tighten it because then, you know, you're gonna lose the structure, the durability of the bolts in general, and the latch, or I'm sorry, the roof rack. The fuck. Oh, damn, that's hard. There we go. Remove this sticker because I don't need that. Random note, like, don't you guys hate when a sticker becomes like the sticky residue just sticks onto the material that you're trying to peel it off of, and then it becomes a pain in the butt to clean that residue off? I don't have Goo Gone or anything, but yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna go grab the other one and put that one on. Also, if you guys don't know, if I never mentioned, I have the BF Goodrich's KO2s on my truck. They perform really well. I love it dearly. It's helped me through driving in snow so far. We went up to the mountains and we decided to go up this one trail that I found on Onyx Off-Road. It's not a paid sponsorship by Onyx Off-Road, but I just wanted to let you guys know that Onyx Off-Road is a pretty cool fucking app. You guys should try it out, use it. See, this is what I mean. The sticky residue is on here. I tried peeling the sticker off and it's a pain in the butt to have to clean the sticky residues. Now it's on my finger. I'm gonna unlock this. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, sorry, ADHD. Yeah, we went up to this like trail that I found off of Onyx Off-Road, and this is like the early season. So when we got there, we drove up about a mile to 2 miles up and found out that it was a ski resort. Yeah, it was a ski slope that we drove up on, but because it was still too early in the season for skiing, that, you know, there weren't any skiers, so the resort is actually closed. And so that gave us the ability to just drive up and hang up there and chill and blah blah blah. Now it's closed. That trail is closed for the season because the skiers are coming out and snowboarders are coming out. I don't want to tighten it too tight yet because I haven't locked these guys down, and I kind of want to loosen that guy up too. Got a hand grip? Yeah, it looks about even. I hope. There we go. That's tight and secure. I don't remember if I securely tightened the other side. It's pretty sturdy. Really sturdy, actually. Nice. That's sturdy. That's sturdy. And this is what it looks like. I love it. Not bad for an Amazon product. Alright, that was a good install actually. Everything worked out well. Let me just fix the camera angle. Everything worked out pretty well. The install was not that hard. It was super easy. It took me about maybe 20 to 25 minutes to install it. Let's see, what time is it? 28, yeah, I'd say about 30 minutes because I'm also recording. Anyways, I want to also open this up and possibly install this too. I got myself a dashboard mount. So this goes onto the very top portion of my dashboard. It's gonna block my view. Actually, let me just open this up real quick. Alright, so what this is that it's a dashboard mount. This is supposed to sit on top of the dashboard, the very top dashboard. It will obstruct my view of the time and the gauge. I don't know by how much, but I wanted to try it out, see what it looks like, because honestly, I might just return this. It's this part that I'm really concerned about. I don't know. It might just be my OCD. It just might be my personal preference. This much amount of room, I won't be able to see my miles per gallon, the time. It might make changing the time pretty hard because I can't stick my finger really through there. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna go kind of test fit this and see how it looks. Actually, I'll take you guys with me. All right, so I'm really curious as to how this is gonna fit onto the truck. It is kind of a mess in here too. I haven't cleaned my car in ages. All right, so in theory, this is where it's supposed to sit, and there's 3M tape underneath one side. Yeah, there's 3M tape underneath one side, and I guess now the ultimate question, or the ultimate thing, which is to try and turn on the car and see what it looks like. Guys, I stuck my finger through to try to see if I can reach the time. I can't, so that possibly means that I have to somehow use a pen to push that button, and in doing so, I got my finger stuck in it. Ow! Okay, got it. Damn, that really hurt. See, it's kind of red and bruised up a little bit. But yeah, actually, this looks really good. I'm gonna install this right now, actually. Alright, all you gotta do is just remove the backside of the 3M tape and then line it up perfectly, and then before you kind of place it in, just make sure everything fits well, it's nice and snug, and boom! Ow! There we go, it's installed. Nice. I now have something I can mount on the top where I can put like an iPad screen right here for Onyx Off-Road, or a CB radio right here. I only have like the long-range walkie-talkies from Baofeng. The placement, actually, I kind of messed up a little bit. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I won't... I guess it's okay. Yeah, I kind of boofed up on the fitment a little bit. This side, it's pushed over to the right just a tiny bit. Yeah, you can see like this side is kind of perfectly even and this side isn't. That's okay. Like, I kind of am hoping that it's all right. I don't know if it will rattle in the car. If it does, I might have to put like some sort of a another double-sided 3M tape right here to kind of keep it cushioned so it doesn't kind of rattle. Also, I tried pulling it, and the 3M tape really just pulls the entire unit. I don't know if you can see it well, but yeah, it pulls the entire unit. So that's how I know the 3M tape is pretty strong. It looks really good. So far the truck is coming along pretty well. I like it. I like the mods that I have on it so far. And that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's install. It was super easy. It took about 30 minutes to install the roof racks. I'm sorry, the crossbars. It wasn't super hard. Tools are simple. I made a previous video of the unboxing, and I also linked the product in the description box in the last video. So if you guys want that, I can also put that link in the description box of this video so you guys can take it on too. It does say that it fits not just 4Runners, but the Hyundai Santa Fe's, or I don't know, some Hyundais apparently, and some Nissans as well. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'll see you guys in the next one.